Someone who has a hand injury is constantly trying to make a fist, and they lose the cadence of how their hand moves. So when you make a fist, your extrinsic muscles, meaning your little tendons, your flexor, your profundus, and your superficialis, they actually do the moving, and then your intrinsics kick in, right? And then the whole hand just pulls down, and a natural, normal cadence of the hand is when you go into flexion, your wrist automatically goes into a little bit of natural wrist extension. That's a normal cadence of your hand. And someone who has lost the cadence of it, what they tend to do is they'll, in order to try to make a fist, to fight against how tight they feel, how painful they feel, they will actually squeeze their hands together, their fingers together first, engaging their intrinsics first, and then they lose the ability to actually pull from their, their bigger, longer flexor muscles, and so they tend to curl in and they engage too much of their intrinsics. And because they're doing that, and then they've lost kind of like that normal ability to just not have to think, oh, let me pull the tips of my fingers down, they'll actually curl their wrists in. And so they've lost that normal, natural cadence of how they move their hand. And so what happens is their intrinsics get real tight. And every time you touch and you massage the sides of their fingers, you'll see how tight they are. And then if you're massaging up here, they'll feel really tight too. And so one of the best things when you're working with PIP contractures is to get as much extension as possible. So my rule of thumb when I'm working with stiff fingers is I will work into extension, flexion, and extension, right? So I always actually work into a lot of extension first. So I'll do, individual, this joint, and then this joint, and then all together. And then I will work into flexion. And I will tend to work into active flexion, and every once in a while I'll work into passive flexion, but I will go one joint at a time. This joint first, and then once I'm holding this joint, then I can pull and push this joint down together.